guys, how are you all doing today? Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like what I do and ring that bell so it lets you know when I upload any content. Really enjoying doing stuff at the moment for you guys, so yeah, you're going to see a lot more from me. Also, if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up with the thumbs up thing below, because that really helps me out too. So yeah, today I thought I would show you guys how to improvise over the classic jam track The Chicken by Jaco Pastorius. At the start of the video I did a little improvisation over the track, trying to keep things as musical as I could, thinking about my tone and just being generally melodic with a few spicy things thrown in as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a few parts on this because we can delve really deep into this progression, or we can kind of strip things back and keep it simple for the most part of it anyway. There are some changes in it that we have to respect and understand how to play over them, but maybe for part one today, I'm just going to be showing you how you can get away with maybe doing little but still keeping it nice and melodic. So the track, okay, is a well-known track that people use on jam nights. You find it anywhere in the world really. People might, at a gig, you might be there, you get called up onto stage and they will call out The Chicken and you just have to know how to play it. Everyone takes like a 20-minute solo and then you go home. Okay, that's basically what it is. I've had gigs where I've been called up and people either call like The Chicken, or it's like Spain, Chameleon, that kind of thing. Okay, so The Chicken is a really good one to get your teeth into. That was no pun intended, that just literally thought of that, okay? But if you are a meat eater, then you would like to get this, okay? Because it is tasty. Okay, I'll stop there. So the progression, okay, has all dominant 7 chords in. Now, if you don't know what a dominant 7th chord is, we have a 1, consists of a 1, a root, a 3rd, a 5th, and a flat 7, okay? The 5th is, you don't really necessarily need it, you can get rid of it if you like, but if you have the shell voicing of a 1, a 3, flat 7, that is giving over the dominant 7th, okay? So what do we have? I have set it on a looper here so you can hear. I will call out the chords as they go. So we start off with a B flat dominant 7th chord. And this lasts for 8 bars. We've got a bit of time on it. So this is 7, bar 8, and then we're going to change to E flat dominant 7. Then a D dominant 7, a G7, then to a C7. So that's the whole progression, okay? And then it just ends with this pentatonic riff back to the start. Okay, so that's it. Now, like I say, I'm going to keep things fairly straightforward for this first part, but I will do maybe a parts 2 and 3, so you can delve a bit more into it and really analyze and break down the harmony a bit more. So over the first chord, we have a B flat dominant 7th. Now, like I say, you should know and understand what intervals are in the chord, but a very common thing would be able to play, you should be able to play anyway, regardless, and if you don't know this scale, I would say go and learn the scale first before you even attempt this. It would be the B flat minor pentatonic, okay? We're going to start with that old classic chestnut, and you can sound great on that, okay? Over this. By the way, shout out to Joseph, who lent me his Gibson 335, absolute beast of a guitar. Yeah, sounds great. I don't know what you guys think, let me know, but yeah, really nice to play. So here we have the B flat 7 chord, stays on for 8 bars, so yeah, we can just play B flat minor pentatonic. So here we go. Okay, so I went to the E flat then, which you can still carry on playing a B flat minor pentatonic scale, okay? So I'll do that again. flat minor pentatonic fits really nicely over that B flat 7 chord, okay? So yeah, really nice. You can also play the blues scale. So what we have there is we play the minor pentatonic scale, but we add in the flat 5. So that's this note here. So we find it here in position 1 and also there. This is our flat 5. So playing that and touching on that flat 5 note is going to be a really nice touch. Okay, so adding that flat 5. Really nice to add into your solo. So over the B flat chord we could use the minor pentatonic, okay? We could also use the B flat major pentatonic, okay? So this would be, if you're looking at another way, would be G minor pentatonic, okay? So what you would do, like I say, in this part of the video, I'm really going to keep it simple. Maybe just use the pentatonics, okay, for you to understand. Part 2, I will delve deeper into other things and for later on in the progression, what you can use. So this would be a B flat minor pentatonic. We're starting with position 1 here, okay, the first finger. If you want to know what the major pentatonic is, quick one you can use, go down 3 semitones and play your minor pentatonic. So this would be a G minor pentatonic. It would also be a B flat major pentatonic, okay? It's the relative minor, basically, what I'm using. So B flat, okay, I'm using its relative minor pentatonic scale, okay? So you can count down 3 frets, okay, and play the minor pentatonic scale. You can hear that I'm just trying to think of, yeah, okay, so you know the song My Girl? That's going through the major pentatonic, okay? So we have the minor pentatonic, B flat minor pentatonic, but I can also use the B flat major pentatonic, okay? So if you're playing in a major key, count back 3 frets, okay, 3 semitones, and you will find your major pentatonic. So I'll show you what that would sound like. It's got a bit of a softer sound to it. Okay, so you could hear it's a bit of a softer sound, so you can mix those up together. If you know your minor pentatonic shapes everywhere and you know your major pentatonic shapes everywhere, you can do that. You can mix them up over that first chord because we are on that chord for a while. So here's what it would sound like if I mix them up. Now, what I'll do, just for visually for you to be able to see it, I will just use shape 1 and shape 1 just so it breaks it down a lot easier for you guys if you're not sure what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with B flat minor pentatonic, then go into B flat major pentatonic because we are playing over a major chord here, okay? It's a dominant 7th but the major 3rd. Then B flat major. So for the pentatonic wise, those are your 2 options for that on that progression, which sound really good. Okay, there is another one we could use here, but I'm not going to go into it now. I like to use the B flat minor pentatonic and the B flat major pentatonic, okay, or G minor pentatonic is the same thing. So B flat major pentatonic is the same as G minor pentatonic, okay. Now, when we get to the 4 chord, okay, which is the E flat 7, or E flat 9, then I can still use the pentatonic scale, okay, because I'm thinking it's just chords 1 and 4 in the key. But I will add in my chord tones on that E flat to really give the listener the sound of, okay, I'm thinking about the chords and what's going on. So here's my E flat. I can see my root, my third, my fifth, my flat 7 because it's a dominant 7th chord, my root, my third, my 5th, and my flat 7. Okay, so what I will do is I will maybe look for the root or the third. Really the third is the one which sounds nice to me on the changes. So if you aim for the third on the change, it's a really nice thing to be able to do. And then what I will do is just add in that third within the B flat minor pentatonic scale. So if I'm here playing B flat minor, I will add in the third. So it's important to know where the thirds are. So like I say, here, which is the 5th fret on the D string, and then it's also here, which is the 8th fret on the B string, okay? So it's a G note we're looking for. I'm not thinking necessarily about the note, I'm seeing what it looks like against the root note what I'm playing over, i.e. in this case, E flat. So what I could do is add in that note to my pentatonic scale I already know. And that's going to sound really nice as well, so I'll do that when it changes to E flat. Okay, we're going to get to the E flat now. It's going to go to the D. Let me do it so I would land on the E on the third. I didn't land on it quite that time, so let me just do that again and demonstrate it. There's the third. And then it goes on to the D7. So did you hear that? I landed on the third of E flat, which is a really nice thing to do. Land on your chord tones, little tip, land the chord tones on the strong beat. Okay, so all I'm playing at this point is B flat minor pentatonic, or you can use the, like I say, B flat major pentatonic, your G minor pentatonic. But I'm making sure when the E flat comes around that I'm landing on the chord tone. Okay, I'll do it one more time and then that will be the end of part 1. And part 2, which I'll do tomorrow, I will talk about some other things that you can use over it, plus we can go on to the D7, G7 and C7. So there's only 3 more chords left. It's just they come around quite fast to that section. So here we go. To the E flat now. Okay, so that's a really good start to play. Now that's a good chunk of the progression already done with, well, I should say not done, we haven't completed it. What I'm saying is you can get away with the first part by just doing that. B flat minor pentatonic, but on the change, add in the chord tone of possibly the third, or the root, or the 5th, but the third is a really nice one, okay? And also you can use B flat major pentatonic as well. So what I would do, instead of moving positions, going from, okay, here's position 1 of B flat minor, then jumping down to G minor, position 1, try and find what the position of the G minor would be around here as well, so I can see that I have my position 2 right underneath my position 1 of B flat minor pentatonic, if that makes sense. So B flat minor, and then G minor, just right next to it. So I can mix those up together, so this would sound like. Okay, so all I did was was mix up the B flat minor pentatonic and the B flat major pentatonic, and then making sure on the change that I landed on a strong chord tone on the E flat. If you didn't want to land on a strong chord tone, it's not going to be the end of the world. I could just stick to the B flat minor pentatonic if I like. Okay, simple as that, guys. So not overly complicated, and it's just going to sound really good. You would have to be careful on that E flat actually to go to the G minor. So I forgot to say that. So when you do go to the E flat, don't play B flat major pentatonic, okay? Just stay in B flat minor pentatonic. You're kind of like key center at this point in time of the progression. When it goes to the D7, and then to the G7, to the C7, that's where we have to change it up. But next lesson, I'm going to show you some other things you can play over the first two chords again, and to give it a bit more spice if you would like. But I think that would be a good time to leave it today. Gives you a lot to digest, because I will send you the next part here tomorrow. So guys, have a good one today. Let me know what you think of the video. So mixing up a couple of the minor pentatonic positions, so you've got the minor and the major pentatonic, and the blues scale as well. So this is part one of how to play on the chicken. Part two will be tomorrow. Have a good day, guys.